So lately the news has been troubling me. I am extremely against violence. I'm against hate. I'm against a lot of it. I get called a hippie for it. I get called, tree hugger. And whenever I try to express my feelings, not everybody understands. And I've never really been able to actually speak up for what I believe in. I have a few times in the past, but here lately I haven't. And Friday the 13th of November, 2 days after my 16th birthday, Paris is bombed. Suicide bombers. And everybody says, Paris doesn't have it the worst. They'll name off country after country saying who has it worse than the next as if it's some sick game. And they try to blame it on Muslims or whatever, which I think is stupid. We only have ourselves to blame. Today I was given the opportunity to speak. Not really, in a way. But I walked into my English class. Note, I am a sophomore in high school, just turned 16 last week. I was given the opportunity to speak. I walked in and we always have a daily journal. Normally it's about a certain subject. Today was a free write. And I thought, Mrs. Bowden, great timing. Because I really needed that. I really needed to share my feelings with somebody. And I finally decided, I should write about what's been going on in the world, about how I feel about it, how it's going to affect my future, how it affects how I feel. Because ever since that has happened, my anxieties rose up a lot. Because I have heard time and time again, what if we're next? The thought that people will come and selfishly kill us is ignorant. There's no need to kill each other. I don't believe in war. I don't believe in these suicide bombings or terrorist attacks. I don't believe in any of it. I think that we were given our language, no matter what language it may be for you. But I believe we were given the voice that we have to use it. There's no sense in going to other countries and killing them. There's no sense in causing wars in different countries and making it where children are afraid that they will possibly die in their school, get shot walking away from home. It's stupid. We need to stop with the war. We need to stop with all of it. And I don't care if I get called a hippie again for this. I don't care. I have not been given the opportunity to speak as much as I feel as I should because my mind is so colorful and none of you really ask to think what's on it. When I was younger, I was given a blank canvas for a mind. I was given the opportunity to paint it however I please because my mother, my loving mom, and my amazing dad has raised me to where I should follow my own beliefs. And I am so thankful for that because without that, I would probably be as blind as everybody else. Today, with the free write, I was given the opportunity to talk. She always gives us the opportunity to read aloud what we wrote, if we please. And since I wrote about the current events and how it has affected me, I thought that I should read it. And I'm going to share it with you. I started off with a quote. I found it off of Tumblr. As soon as I saw it, I fell in love. It's my cover photo or my lock screen on my phone. So it's always right there to remind me to not stop believing in what I believe. And here is the quote and what I wrote afterwards for my free write. Later that night, I held an atlas in my lap, ran my fingers across the whole world, and whispered, "Where does it hurt?" It answered, "Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere." What's been happening around the world has been yanking my brain around. Feelings been torn piece by piece, my brain being picked apart, trying to find the answers. Another teenager hit by a train, suicide bombings, earthquakes, murder, rape, etc. Everyone says that another country has it worse than the next, but has anyone else thought we're all fighting this war together? We're all on one planet. If we keep praying for peace, then we're not going to get anywhere, because God forbid that we do something for ourselves without pushing the pressure onto God. How about that? Instead of us joining hands singing Kumbaya and making world peace together, we become selfish, lazy human beings we've made ourselves into by trying to pray for peace. This is why I have no hope for what the future will hold. This is why I will not stand the thought of burying a child in my womb until I know there is a chance where they can grow up without the word war being simply something in a history book instead of on the news. Where I feel as though my daughter can wear a skirt without being called a slut, or my son can work out without being called, and I quote, a boy. Tattooed men and women are being discriminated for their body modifications. For what? Those in solitude to make themselves feel better, or because others are just too afraid to express themselves in a way they can read their story on their skin instead of off of another's lips? Why would I be proud of a place like this? I'm not. I think we all need to open our eyes of what's really happening. We have this one planet. We were given life. And we weren't given it to take another. I just wish that everybody could see that.